All right, so we're gonna have some fun today. I'm gonna do some midair practice, which is something that I never do. You went outside? Oh, I understand then. So for doing a midair, it's a pretty specific set of inputs that I need to do. My timing is actually pretty good here, but I need to also make sure that I don't lose speed. Because what I'm gonna do is throw the shell from behind me and get to a point where I can land on it, but I need to keep Mario moving quickly in order for that to work. When the shell is just about even with my feet, like it was just there, that is correct throw timing. But there are other factors in there as well, including when I turn around and how much I slow down after I jump. So this is gonna be, it's gonna look like just beating my head into a wall for a while. I bet it was a disaster. And one thing that's a little counterintuitive is that I actually need to let go of the shell and press right to turn back around on the same frame. Could you jump, throw it, catch it, and then jump, throw it again? No. Because if I were to throw it and jump off of it, it's going to be way too far below for me to catch it again. There's a certain period of time after you jump on a shell where they can't be picked up. And it's also just too far down under my feet. That was good timing. I was just too slow. Hey, Dobbs. How's things? You went to your grandmother and she gave you lettuce? Is that a traditional British thing? There's a midair shell jump. Speed up and jump, then use it? Not entirely sure what you mean. I'm gonna do one or two more. I'm gonna take this into an actual level after I finish doing my little bit of practice. A midair shell jump is probably one of the hardest still viable tricks in the game. That was close. That was very close. Chopping some broccoli. I forget what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. We went out and tried a new restaurant today, and they actually blew me away with how good they were. They call themselves a steakhouse, and they do have steaks, but I just got like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. It was delicious. Ryu he's a professional. This is what he does for a living. I'm a hobbyist. Hey, Booney. So it's kind of strange to put us both in the same category. Thoughts on Invincible? The show, the cartoon? She's just growing lettuce, and you wanted lettuce for a grilled chicken sandwich. How was the grilled chicken sandwich? And what type of lettuce was it? Grandma makes the best lettuce. Was it just like iceberg, or was it some other variety? The show. Not seen it. So I don't have any thoughts on it. Steak sandwich with some chimichurri. That'd be really good. Are we talking about burgers here? No, just talking about food in general. I really enjoyed the Philly cheesesteak that I had earlier. It put me in a mood to make more Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. The kind that you grow. Was it like an entire head of lettuce, or was it just like individual leaves? This is so boring. That's all right. I'll move on to something different after a little bit. I wanted to get a couple of midairs here in this level, and then we're gonna go into Quickie World 2. so we can actually apply what we've done here. Which level did CO make for the SGDQ relay race? It was the first level. The one with the falling usable pipes. It was a small head of lettuce, okay. That was very close timing. I think I was too slow. Thank you guys for the follows. I need to be very careful about how I press the left button. The longer I hold down the left button after I jump, the more I slow down. And if I slow down too much, the jump is just impossible. Can you bounce the shell off the wall as you near the ledge? Shell jump. No. The only way to beat this level is to do what I'm trying to do. Because I could shell jump off of this wall right here. That's not really a shell jump because I used the cloud. Yes, it's a CO level tonight. I could shell jump off of that wall. That doesn't give me enough height. Jumping off of this corner right here puts me right here. It's still about 5 or 6 tiles short. If I jump off the shell after throwing it in the wall, it could, in theory, get me an extra tile, but that's not nearly enough. I think that's right. Kedelic, Kedelic. There we go. There's another midair. Hey, Robin. All right. We're going to switch on over to another level in a different game. I'm still going to be focusing on midairs, though. Let's get Quickie World 2 opened up. If I can find it in this list. Now let's go. Quickie World. It's in a different folder. You blinked and missed it. Yeah, we'll do another one. It's in this folder. Quickie World 2. Theo Cadillac. I don't think that's right. I'm not gonna play through all of Quickie, just because it'd take me a while to get to where I'm trying to go. It is RetroArch, yes. I'm going to push it to the limit. Quickie Mountain 2? No. Oh, to the limit. Oh. Let's fix YouTube. Hold on. I have a black screen. For some reason. Quickie Mountain is it's a Celeste mod. I have played through it, but I'm not entirely interested in playing through the rest of it again. Let's fix this. Chat crash too? That might be because of me being in studio mode. Sorry about the delay, folks. I have some problems going on with my software. Hey, I think I got it. What's the joke for this level? The joke is that the song in this level really pushes the Super Nintendo's sound chip to the limit. I will always make that joke. Oh, whoops. Hey, Chipper Cat. I have a speedrun on the leaderboard for this game, but I am very, very out of practice. And this is the midair that we're going to try to get right here. I have not done this in real time before. I've had to use tools to do it. This is Quickie World 2. Actually, I need to update that real quick. Quickie World 2. And let's start the timer. Lag City, yeah, I apologize for that. That's my phone. The way that I have to stream on TikTok, it's a matter of streaming video to my phone and then re-encoding that video for broadcast onto the platform. And my phone is not top of the line, so it slows it down. I might have to explain that in text. I have to explain that in text. Alright, I think we might be back. No? It still looks a little bad. It is 100% on my phone, though. Which, the only reason I have to use my phone is because TikTok is very dumb about not giving gaming streamers stream keys. But that's the world we live in. I think it should be back now. So if I'm able to hit this this midair here, I missed it. If I'm able to hit it, I'm gonna get into a secret room, which prevents me from being able to beat the rest of the level. But we get to see an emote. It's a secret room. I got it. That wasn't too many tries. So here's Eldad Butt. That is the entire reward for getting into that room. Pog. So, Eldad Butt is a reference to Link Dead X2. He is a Super Mario World originally speedrunner and then eventually Kaizo player. And he tends to wear a certain set of pajama pants while he streams. And that was what was pictured in Eldad Butt. Moving on, we're going to pick up Intershellar again. We're going to see how far we can get in it. It's pretty far down the list there, so let's just browse to it from here. Intershellar. All right, and checking to make sure that I have video, which I do not. Just a moment while I get YouTube fixed again. Oh, there it is. We're going to start with a fresh save file for Intershellar. And we're going to go through a few levels. I have a hard time cap I'm going to make of half an hour for this. Because I want to do some Grand Poo World 2 Bowser fight as well. And I need to be off of TikTok before 8 o'clock. I'm going to do the ROM hack race tonight. But we'll see how far we can get in half an hour. This is a ROM hack. It was the first one that was made by Dolphin. Dolphin is a... He's a primarily Mario Maker 2 player. I need to change my scrolling text here. Hold on just a second. But this is a shell-focused hack, and it's a lot of fun. It's very well made, actually. You have to do a good shell jump there, and that was a bad shell jump. Gonna take this Goomba, use him to hit the block that's under the shell. That pops the shell up into the air and allows it to fall down into my hand to be able to use for another shell jump. So I want to make sure I have basically maximum height off of that first shell jump. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get over the munchers. This blue shell that we have for the second jump, we need to make sure that we hit the shell on its left side. That sends the blue Koopa out of it to land in that corner down there. We need him to bounce off of to be able to catch the next shell. Alright, that's a block grab right there. I need to press the jump and run button on exactly the same frame. So it is a frame perfect trick, but not all frame perfect tricks are created equally. That one, since I get to pick the frame, I have a certain technique I use to slam my thumb down onto both the run and jump buttons at the same time, and that gives me a pretty reliable way of doing jump grabs. Now that block that I hit back there, you actually need to have momentum as you jump to be able to hit the block. It's pretty high up. Whoops. I went a little bit early, but it worked out okay. And that's the last jump in the level. There we go. Keeps glitching. I believe that's still my phone. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, is why I'm explaining it the way I am. TikTok requires me to use my phone in one way or another whenever I stream on their platform. And since I don't have the world's best phone, it's imperfect. Threw that shell just a tiny bit too early, so it was too low for me to use. So you'll notice that some of these green shells I actually get to bounce off of twice. These are a vanilla item in Super Mario World. They just were never used anywhere in the vanilla game. Oh, I was a little too slow on doing that jump. Am I better than Zero or Brad? It's not exactly a matter of being better or worse. It's not a competition. It becomes a competition if you start speedrunning things, and there's not a whole lot of Kaizo that I speedrun personally. But I've met Zero and Brad, and they're fine folks. Where did I get my name from? It actually comes from an anagram of my previous super cringeworthy name. It doesn't really mean much of anything, but it's unique, and I just ran with it. That was very sketchy. Okay, so that very last double shell jump there, I can get a lot more height than I actually need, and that works its way against me, because I need to get down onto those green Koopas relatively early. If I don't do that, they fly too far forward, and I actually can't make the final jump over to the goal. But I can correct that by falling quickly. In Super Mario World, you have the ability to hold down the jump button as you're falling, and that makes Mario fall more slowly. That works out in your favor most of the time because it gives you a longer, more floaty jump. But if I were just to let go of the jump button, we call that a fast fall, and it lets me fall faster. That'll save me some time on that very final jump, and I actually need to do that in order to make it work. There we go. All right. Not bad. Wormhole. I like this level. It's a little monochromatic, but it plays pretty fun. Whoops, I need to grab that one. Yo, thanks, Megsy. Is this Celeste? No, this isn't Celeste music. This is Spelunky music. Don't try and poison me with your Celeste ways. This is the Ice Cavern music from Celeste. Oh, the world music is? Well then. So I actually don't want to grab that shell at all. What I'm going to do is release the run button as I come in contact with it. That'll make it fall more quickly and give me an easier jump off of the shell. I do need to play Celeste some more. I did up to the summit on A-sides, and I did a small handful of the B-sides, but there's still a lot more in just the vanilla game that I haven't done yet. There we go. I don't think everyone needs to play Celeste more, but there's a lot of game that I never got out of just the vanilla game. I feel like I was lured with the siren call of mods for that game very early on. Plan A. Oh, I love this level. I'm gonna say that about pretty much all of them, but I really do enjoy this one. Okay, I need that blue Koopa to get kicked out to the right. I need to lower this left mushroom down pretty low so that the right one is high enough for me to jump over that muncher. There are a lot of good hacks and good levels in this hack. I think this is an impressive ROM hack for somebody's first creation. This is going to be a backshot surf. I'm just waiting for this red Koopa. Shell jump off of him. Totally airballed that shell. I also need to have momentum coming off this second mushroom so that I jump a little bit higher. A big reason that I'm playing this again is just because I've been doing some video editing on my footage from when I first played it, and it's fun. Oh, I missed that rope by a mile. There we go. He's gonna kick the shell and I'll jump off of it. And there we go. I might think about actually doing some speedruns for this. It's really fun and everything just kind of works well together. I remember struggling a lot with this level the first time I played it. And it was mostly just because of the final level. I'm not a master. I've played through quite a few shell hacks though. That needs to be a higher jump. The really, really hard stuff is still a struggle for me. That's basically what I need to do, except I need to catch that second shell. This is a really good song from Celeste. You can't beat the double shell jump on Learn to Kaizo. Double shell jumps, I don't want to make light of any struggle that you're having, but there's not really very much that's special about them. One thing that I'll say is that in Learn to Kaizo, the setup for double shell jumps is crap. Those shells always start too close together. You're better off giving yourself a little bit more space between where the shells are on the ground. But it's just a matter of throwing the shell up. You can make it easier for yourself by throwing it at the peak of a jump instead of trying to throw it up while you're on the ground. But it is still possible to throw it on, throw the shell that you're gonna do in mid-jump while you're on the ground. It's just harder. Yeah, double shell jumps are just 2 shell jumps in a row. You just have to give yourself a way to get that second one. Yeah, no problem. Oh, that shell was just a little bit too late. That's why it killed me. Am I in Twitch? I am. There's actually a link to my Twitch page from Linktree in my bio. I'm concurrently live on YouTube. I don't go live on Twitch while I'm on TikTok. I'm an affiliate on Twitch, and the affiliate agreement says you can't do that. And I don't want to give that up. Yeah, this is a great level. Does Mario World have sideways springs? It does not. There's some custom ones. I can't remember. I think I saw them used in Super Ryu World, and they were called unethical in that hack. The implementation of them was not the greatest, I would say. Worst game ever. It was Ryu World. Thank you, Al. I'm a little surprised that Dupu played Ryu World. I wasn't sure if that was on his list. It was redeemed. I see. I'd be worried about putting in a channel point redemption for suggesting ROM hacks, because I'd get stuff like Hyper 6 or Casio or Mario's Mystery Meat. Mario's Mystery Meat is extremely cursed. Barely hit that shell. I forgot to start the timer. That's okay. Got about 10 more minutes that I'm going to spend here on Intershellar. Sideways Springs first appearance. No, that was Diagonal Mario World 2. Although I'm sure I would get that as a suggestion as well. Like intentionally crashing it. Okay, I need to get my timing back for this this section. The standing sprite that gets used in Diagonal Mario World 2, it's actually a sprite that exists in the vanilla game. It's what you see when Mario starts to run up a triangle block. And it is terrible. Of course, the mushroom sprite was made just for that game, because it's just Diagonal Mario with long legs. Okay. This is a level that I have to have some pretty specific setups for myself to be able to beat it. And it's a matter of remembering what they are. Nice background, thank you. I appreciate that. It's one that I made myself. It was inspired by the Super Mario RPG background for menus. Why would you put in bad music? That's the real question. Thank you guys for the follows. I really do appreciate it. My hope is that with enough follows on TikTok, they'll finally give me the ability to actually stream straight from my PC onto their platform, because that would be a much better solution than what I have right now. Oh, that's a hard jump. Yeah, it's coming one of these days. Hitting that block twice is not easy. How am I streaming right now? So TikTok, when you first get 1,000 followers, they give you a single mode of streaming, which is taking your cell phone and pointing the camera at the thing that you want to broadcast. At some unspecified point, because they're not super transparent about this process, they also give you a mode that they call mobile gaming. What kind of game is this? This is a ROM hack of Super Mario World. It's called Intershellar. They give you a mode called mobile gaming. What mobile gaming does is it broadcasts everything that's happening on your phone's screen to their platform. And there are some hoops that I jump through to record video on my PC and send that video to my phone, and it goes from my phone to TikTok. It doesn't work perfectly because there's occasions where my phone, as it's receiving video, re-encoding, and broadcasting video, it just slows down because, shocker, that's not what phones are built for. And that's the major downside with what I have right now. Their third mode of streaming is to use a stream key. That puts it more in line with other platforms like Twitch and YouTube. I am supposed to do a different jump there. Yeah, they used to give out stream keys a lot more freely, I would say. But there was some abuse of how people would use them. Like if you've ever seen the videos of the guy putting rubber bands on a watermelon, that was something that they had to do something about. Yo, how's it going, dude? Thank you so much for the gifts. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How's it going, Patrick? I should be better about this, but we've got another Kaizo player in the chat right now. Lord Hole? I hope I'm saying your name right. He has been working his way through this very game. What is cloud bread? I believe it is bread. How long have I been playing Kaizo? I've been doing Kaizo Super Mario World as my main streaming game for 2 years at this point, something like that. In that time, I've completed probably between 70 and 80 ROM hacks, and I also participate in the weekly ROM hack races. Those are actually happening tonight as well in a little over an hour. So I've got a bit of experience under my belt. That is a difficult jump, by the way. I was very lucky to get that on the first try. Yes, also follow Booney Veteran. I don't know if he's still in here, but he has improved immensely in his Kaizo game. All right. This is Plan B. I should be able to get through Plan B pretty quickly. Plan B, yeah, it's a fairly straightforward level. You're just starting playing Kaizo. Just don't jump too far into the deep end. That is one strategy to start, but I don't think that it's the best one. I have a friend who started with Grand Poo World 2, and he beat his head against that game for like 100 hours before he was able to complete it, which is an impressive time for Grand Poo World 2, considering he had never played anything else. But that is not a fun way to get started. I'm awesome, thank you. I really appreciate it. So start at the bottom, work your way up. Don't be afraid to jump into something different if you're not having fun, because there's a lot of Kaizo out there, especially now. We've had a real explosion of Kaizo creators making amazing stuff in the last couple years. There are some charts out there showing the amount of Kaizo ROM hacks that have been created in the last few years. Ah, dang it. There is a GermDev Discord. There's actually links to all of my socials from my link tree in my bio. Such an easy shell jump, and I missed it like 3 times in a row. But there's been more Kaizo that's come out in the last 2 years than there was in the previous, like, I don't know, I think it was like 6 or 7 years before that. Part of that is because creators generally had more time to be able to work on stuff. SMW Central has been your most visited site in the past 3 months. I really like, speaking of SMW Central, their new layout, it has a really good music player in it. You can actually just take this this music that we have in the ROM hacks and queue it up to play in like a radio format. It's really nice. It's one of their best new features in the new layout. Alright, gotta hold this shell to the right because it can get destroyed by that lava. There we go. Alright, like I said, that was gonna be a quick level. We're gonna move on from Intershellar to something that's not gonna be so quick, but I'm gonna have some fun with it. Take just a minute to get things switched over here. we are going to load up Grand Poo World 2. Grand Poo World 2 is far and away the most difficult ROM hack that I've played and completed. I'm actually just going to load a save state straight to the Bowser fight, because otherwise it's going to take me probably 10-20 minutes to get there. And I'm going to do some cleanup just a moment while we're getting this ready here. I'm going to need to fix YouTube first. Okay, YouTube is fixed. And let me get the scrolling text fixed. Yes, I had a very good time fighting Bowser last time, so we're gonna do it again. There's actually a version that I considered playing, which is just the Bowser fight, and he has infinite health. Do I have my time from last time? It was just under 2 hours. Alright. So I didn't save state directly on the boss fight. It's just a little bit of running that I have to do to get there. There is a hidden mushroom right before this boss fight. You have to climb up this chain and jump to grab it. Infinite health, you don't win. What you do is you aim for a high score. There's a counter that shows you the number of hits that you've gotten in the Infinite Bowser version. So, we'll just go ahead and get started. Bowser's going to take 8 hits to kill. And he has 3 different phases that he attacks from. He changes phases after I hit him 3 times, and then 5 times. That's 4 hits. 6 hits. This is pretty good so far. All right. Oh my god. That was an amazing first try. If I had got that on the first try, I would have, I don't know. That would have been crazy. I got a little sloppy there. I felt exactly the same way, Al. So the first time I beat Grand Poo World 2 Bowser, for reference, it was about 8 hours. I beat him a second time just a week or so ago, and that took about 2 hours. I would have been blown away by a one-shot. There's people that speedrun this game, and I will never understand how they can consistently kill this Bowser. It is a very, very difficult fight, and it's very RNG heavy. You can technically win on any pattern, but there's some that are easier than others. What does the white floor mean? So in phase 2 and phase 3, Bowser has the ability to turn the floor into ice physics. That's the color change that you see. Two hits. That's 4 hits. Ah, that fire. So the problem with hitting Bowser while he's shooting fire is that it lasts longer. Two hits. So one of the strategies that I use in this fight is to try and get double hits as frequently as I can. And the reason why that's helpful is it keeps him in his lower phases for a relatively longer period of time. I've just missed up and hit him a 5th time to get him into phase 3. We're on 7 hits right now. Ah, there was no way I was surviving that. You're playing Mega Man X? Did I mean to not start the timer? I sure didn't. We've been going for like 5 minutes. Thank you. I really appreciate the timer call out. Bowser is also invulnerable as he's in that shell spinning state. So any attack that I try to hit him with would just be destroyed. Four hits. That was 5. That's not what I want. Timer just started. This is the first real try? Yeah. So how's Mega Man X treating you? That's a really, really good game. I've not played that in a long time. I got myself confused there. The one thing that I don't want is for Bowser to do ground pounds right before throwing the shell or spinning. Not this level again. It's fun. Oh my god, I just walked into Bowser. All the different attacks that he can do on me, and he just stood still and let me touch him. I'm gonna wait for him to send the walls at me before I use that block. You're watching Zero play this for hours? Alright, see you, Robin. We've got about 50 minutes before the race starts. The race is going to be happening on Twitch. There's a pretty big community of Super Mario World Kaizo players on Twitch. And we have a race that we do every week at 8 Eastern. Two ground pounds in a row. That was unfortunate. Hey-oh, thank you. So at the start of the fight, I always walk out to kind of the middle of the room. That's so that if he decides that he wants to jump, he's not gonna immediately hit me. Because he can just jump straight for me at the beginning, and it's a really easy way to take damage right away. Well, that felt bad. Yes, speedrunners get the mushroom. Sorry, Pixel. They get the mushroom because the fight is not guaranteed, even when you really know what you're doing. You're never put into a situation that is unwinnable from RNG, but there are patterns that are more difficult. Like, this is not a great pattern. Not just because I got smashed into the walls. That's ugly. It's 1 hit. 2. I don't like for him to ground pound immediately before doing the spin attack, because the spin attack works out best for me when he starts it right up against the wall. I have a really good memory of where he's going to end up if he starts doing his spin attack right against the wall. I need to prioritize more not taking damage than getting ammunition to use. That was 3 hits. 4. The hammers are the hardest thing for me to dodge. They're very, very difficult. Anybody who's new here, welcome in. I upload daily Kaizo videos. Right now, I'm in the middle of posting my first playthrough of Intershellar to TikTok, which we were playing just before we started doing the Bowser fight here. Dang. Which Mario is this? This is Grand Poo World 2. It's a Super Mario World ROM hack. It's a very difficult game, actually. Most Super Mario World Kaizo is, by its very nature, difficult. But this is one that's... it's rated as expert difficulty, and the majority of what you'll see is either intermediate or beginner. I think that's a fair way to put that. For context, this game, the first time I played through it, all the way through was about a little over 40 hours, versus Intershellar was something like 4 hours. And they are a similar number of exits. A comparable number of exits. I really don't like when Bowser throws the red shell immediately after he does his ground pounds, because I tend to spin jump when the ground pounds happen, to spin jump off of the rocks. And if I spin jump on the red shell, it loses a hit for me to be able to damage him. I use a PlayStation 4 controller. Speaking of controllers, let me fix one thing real quick. There we go. There's a couple reasons that I use a PlayStation 4 controller. One of the big ones isn't super relevant as I'm playing on my PC, but I actually have the ability to play using this controller on my Switch and show my inputs at the same time on PC. Because I have an adapter that lets me use my PS4 controller wirelessly on my Switch. That's useful for streaming. I like to have my inputs on screen. It's just something I've always done. Dang it, Bowser. That's 3 hits. Five right into the fire. Another reason that I use a PS4 controller is it feels nice in my hands. And there's a mod that I bought and installed into this controller where instead of the D-pad being one physical piece of plastic, it's actually 4 separate buttons. That actually helps a lot with precision of input, since I don't have to worry about potentially pressing up as I'm trying to just hold right or left. Yeah, Bowser, he might be the bad guy. I'm actually not sure if that was 7 or 8 hits. Either way, I kind of got myself into a corner there. You'll buy 60 of those controllers from me. It's a pretty easy mod. All you need to do is have a... That was 6, thank you. Is have a tiny Phillips head screwdriver. And be careful about ribbon cables. But this controller I've taken apart and put back together probably 8 times just to change out D-pad rubbers and install mods. There are different quality of D-pad rubbers out there, and I had originally bought very cheap, very poor quality rubbers. Show controller. I can. Five. Six. Dang, too much fire. Here's the controller. Most PS4 controllers, the D-pad here would be gray. I just chose to get white buttons. That was an option. It's plugged into my PC through USB, which is not the most reliable way of having it be connected. The USB port just starts to wear out after a certain number of uses. Nintendo is apparently very anti-Kaizo. They want their stuff to be as accessible as it can be, which has hurt things like Super Mario Maker. They made a change between Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2, where the spike hitboxes were massively increased. Part of how spikes are handled in Mario Maker 2 is better than Mario Maker 1, but they're extremely wide now. And I'd like to say that Nintendo probably did that to discourage players from making levels that were giant spike mazes. My name is not Larry. Kid-friendly? I don't know if kid-friendly, just accessible. Kid-friendly is certain a market that they're inside of. But with things like Metroid Dread, I think they've been kind of relaxing a little bit, both on kid friendliness and on accessibility, because Dread is a very difficult game. Amazing, yes. Just not something that you would really expect Nintendo to release. But Metroid is not a popular franchise in Japan, so I think they tailor that more to an American audience anyway. Don't want to discourage new gamers. Yeah, they want anybody to be able to buy, pick up, and play anything they put out. I'm not entirely sure why they chose to go the direction they did with Dread, but I mean, it was good. I'm happy with my existing Switch. It's not a launch Switch, but it was the first hardware model that they had. Excellent. 2. Call of Duty coming to Switch? It wouldn't surprise me. There's a huge install base for it. I would expect Activision to want to get a piece of that pie. Yeah, she got a new toy today, so she's been playing with it a lot. That is the squeaks you hear. Hold on. He wants to say hi. Kisses? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. All right. Yes, a beagle. Her name is Toad. Trying to sell your dog. Toad is just a little bit over 6 months old. Six hits, and he got me with the hammer. The hammer is probably the hardest thing for me to dodge. It's just so fast, and oh, you're about to move, I see. She's plotting how to be a menace during the race. Oh, ow. That's so true. Can you dock on hammer? Can you duck underneath it? You can duck underneath the first hammer that comes out. The problem is that there's other attacks that kind of start similar to how the hammer looks, and you don't have very much reaction time to figure out that it's a hammer that's coming at you. It's 8 hits to win. Okay. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. I'm gonna have to take a break in just a minute to feed and walk these dogs. I believe that's why she's bothering me the way she is. It was indeed hammer time. And I have to stop because I cannot touch this Bowser. Man. That was 50-50 if Bowser was going to jump to the left or to the right, or if he was going to stay on the left or jump to the right. In the first phase, I can know what pattern he's going to be using and exploit that knowledge to stay safe. I'm just not paying attention to be able to do that 100%. When he's in his first phase, he cycles through 5 attacks. It's a random pattern, but once he does it one time in the fight, he will continue to use that same pattern until the phase is over. So I know he's going to spit fire here. Oh, I'm sorry, ground pound. Well, that was bad. And I ran into the fireball. No, 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 no. Don't chew on that. Keep moving. That was a mistake. I hit him a 5th time there. That got him into this orange colored shell phase, and that's where he's at his most dangerous. So I want to keep him out of that phase for as long as I can. I did walk them right before I started, but I have a race coming up after this. So I'm going to do that again to make sure that I don't have interference during the race. I'd say that the ground pounding attack is probably my least favorite, especially when I get into the 3rd phase, because there's just so much stuff on the screen because of it. That was a really funny double hit. I didn't expect either of the shell or the throw block to hit him. Alright, let's try this again. Let's not die in the first phase this time. We've got red shell, flames, spinning, and then ground pounding. Next, he's going to do walls. Red shell, flames, spinning, and then ground pounds after this. And then walls. Okay, I've got 3 hits on him. That means I want to do 1 hit on it on its own, and then try to save up for a double hit after this. Missed. Hello, we'll say Kyle. Okay, that's 3 hits, and I'm dead. I hear my dog chewing on something, and I want to check on what that is really quickly. Just 1 second. We're back. It was a shoe. Fire. Ground pounds are going to have a shell after this, and then walls. Alright, we've got 4 hits on him, which is what I want. That hammer was probably going to hit me anyway. 5 hits, which, didn't want that. Hello, welcome on in. Stream started to distort. It's my phone. Unfortunately, I realize that that's a problem, but I also can't do anything about it. Five hits. No, that's 4 hits. I am unfortunately losing count. Petty toys? That's a good girl. No. Double hit strategy, yes. That's 4 hits. Great. Yeah, this is a tough fight. I'll admit my attention is a little divided. Makes it a little harder to count as I'm playing. Now there's something that I think is an unintentional bug that makes this fight a little bit harder. When you have a shell active at the same time as he starts doing his little spin move there, the fireball that he throws as he starts spinning is invisible for a little bit of time, and it still can do damage to you, and it just kind of appears out of thin air after a little bit. I get hit by that one very frequently. That's 4 hits right there. Okay. I almost did a 5th hit, which I didn't want to do just yet. Alright, so that was unfortunate. What happened there was I spun jump on both the Rock and Bowser at the same time. Ordinarily, you'd be able to spin jump off of both of those things without getting hurt, but hitting them both on the same frame will always hurt Mario. It's a flaw in how collision works in Super Mario World. That's 5 hits. I wanted to get 6 there, but I missed on the second throw. See, that's what's really dangerous about the ground pounds. He has the rocks coming in from either side of the room, and there's also the fire falling down randomly, and it's just hard to dodge both of those at the same time. Still haven't beaten him. I beat him once. I beat him once. What was it, last week? The first time I beat Bowser was about 8 hours. The second time was about 2. And I got up to 7 hits, literally my first try today. Just having trouble getting that 8th one. What's the purpose of the double hit strategy? So Bowser has 3 different phases that he goes into. He becomes more dangerous as you hit him more. So when he starts out, he's in his first phase. Once you hit him 3 times, he goes into phase 2. So what I'm trying to do is get 4 hits right away as soon as he gets out of phase 1, so that he spends less time in phase 2. Same thing, after I hit him 5 times, he goes into a 3rd phase, and I'm again trying to stay out of the 3rd phase until I absolutely have to be in there and can get an extra hit, so I have to spend less time with more difficult attacks. Oh my god. Almost got that shell. You can get through most beginner hacks pretty easily, but intermediates are tough. Is there anything specific that you struggle with? Like, is there an intermediate ROM hack that you've had trouble with? It doesn't come into play very often, but there are spikes on the left and rightmost walls of the arena. I just have to avoid touching them because I can hurt myself. I disagree with that hitbox. Level 10 of cute and the blue switch level. What's in level 10 of cute, Kaizo? Wait, cute or cuter? Double shell jumps are rough for some reason. You're trying to get through Dreams. I haven't played Dreams, but I have seen playthrough of it. You wanted me to prove that I've beaten this before? I have a video on TikTok of me beating this fight. I have a highlight on Twitch of me beating this fight. That's 2 separate times. Oh, the ice physics where you have to duck and unduck. That's something that takes practice. Double shell jumps. I would probably go back and work on just shell jumps, playing a shell hack like Shells Retriever. If you can identify something that is a struggle for you, there's going to be hacks out there that give you a lot of practice with that type of thing. Double shell jumps are definitely more intimidating than a regular shell jump, or just one. But at the end of the day, it is just 2 shell jumps in a row. So if you get very consistent with doing shell jumps, you'll have a leg up on those. Shoot. There was so much stuff on screen. And playing something that has a lot of shells, like Shells Retriever, is probably the best way to get better muscle memory for them. So, what I did when I started is I played through a list of stuff to get myself ready for the first real challenging hack that I played, which was Invictus. I played through a good handful of beginner stuff, and then the focus was on Akugare. Akugare helped a lot with regrabs. And then I did Shells Retriever to get good with shells, and I did Chain Reaction to get good with motor skills. Because there's a couple pretty difficult levels in Invictus that use motor skills. And it's just a matter of finding things that are approachable that have those more difficult mechanics. I didn't realize it coming into playing Grand Poo World 2, but it was extremely heavy on fast falling. This dog. All right, I'm actually about at the point where I'm going to have to wrap up. We're going to get 1 or 2 more attempts on Bowser. Simply because I need to stop to be able to play in our race. There's a little bit of setup I have to do before I can do that. Yeah, I just got those toys today from Walmart. We had some today, some before, that were exactly the same kind of squeaky toy. They're like little round pucks that squeak. They're just rubber toys. What date is the video of me beating it? It's in the last couple weeks. the thumbnail is this arena that we're in right now, if that helps. I don't know the exact date. My dogs are honestly a little bit picky about the toys they play with, but these are they really enjoy these. All right, one more try. 5 days ago, thank you, Dobbs. Was it really just 5 days ago? Oh yeah, it was probably on the 4th. All right, last attempt for real this time. I couldn't jump. Oh well. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna have to go offline from both YouTube and TikTok, and I'm gonna jump on Twitch in just a couple minutes. We're gonna do the ROM hack race. It should be a relatively easy ROM hack race. It's just 4 stars for difficulty. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you again in the future.
It's over!